Hi and welcome. My name is Kartika Nair and you are watching SynchroShakti. If you're new to this channel, know that this channel gives you tips, tools, exercises to take you from where you're at right now to the very next level of your life. So if you like that kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, but also click the bell icon so you're notified of that next tool, that next technique that's going to take you to the next level. So go ahead and do that right now. So the only thing that is stopping you from the dreams that you have, from realizing the desires that you have, is you. It's not the government, it's not the economy, it's not your abusive partner, it's not your parents, it's nobody on the external, it's nothing on the external. It's you and the stories that you repeat to yourself which you believe are true, which you believe are written in stone. An example of this would be, somebody might say, I cannot leave this abusive relationship because if I'm by myself, I will not be happy, I can't take care of myself, I would be unloved, and so I would be totally unhappy. Another example would be somebody who might say, if I am not married, then I'm incomplete. For me to be a whole person, I must get married because that's what society says. Another example would be, good things happen only to other people and not to myself. So I'm sure these stories are familiar to you. So what I want you to do is take a sheet of paper and divide it into 3 columns. In the first column, you're going to fill it up with all these stories, beliefs, fears, ideas you have that are limiting you in your life. You're going to fill that up in the first column. In the second column, you're going to quantify those statements as fact or belief. Is this a fact or is it a belief? Now, what is the difference between a fact and a belief? A fact is, of course, something that applies to everybody, like gravity. Everybody experiences gravity. Everybody inhales oxygen, exhales carbon dioxide. There are no exceptions in the human race of these facts. But belief is something that only applies to certain people, only applies to those who hold on to that belief. So let's give you an example. If you have a belief that says, if I am single, I would be unhappy, the way to question this is to ask, is there nobody else in this whole entire universe who is single and also happy at the same time? Of course there are. There are billions of people who are single and also happy. Therefore, what your statement was, which is if you're single, you're not happy, becomes a belief and not a fact. Another one is, I'm too old to find love. Are there other people in this universe that are older but can still find love? Of course there are. Therefore, that statement becomes a belief and not a fact. Another one is, I've had too much of a bad life experience for me to even open up to the possibility of good things happening in my life. Is that a belief or a fact? Are there other people in this universe who've been through the same experiences as you, those same negative traumas as you, but are still open to a positive future? Of course there are. Most people who are in this industry, in this field of self-help, are those people who may have had the most traumatic past but are totally open to a beautiful future. Therefore, that statement that says, I've had too much of a negative life to even open to the possibility of goodness coming into my life, is pure fiction. It is not a fact, it's belief. Now what you're going to do with this list is, on the third column, you're going to ask, what can I do of my own ability to go in the opposite direction of this belief? So if you have a belief that says, I'll never be good enough, and you have figured out that it's a belief and not a fact, you would ask, what can I do of my own ability to be in the opposite direction, which is be more than good enough? So when you listen to that question, what can I do of my own ability to be more than good enough, you will find the answers. There are many things you can do. You can develop your skills, you can love yourself, you can make a list of all the amazing things about yourself and about your life. There are thousands of things you can start doing to start building yourself up to being good enough. Right? So if you do that, those action plans, by asking yourself the question, what can I do of my own ability to move in the opposite direction to that belief? If you do that for 90 days straight, you'll get closer to actually being good enough than just staying stuck by repeating the same stories over and over again, or saying that I'm not going to be good enough. Your homework today, my friends, is to question your beliefs. Are they beliefs or are they facts? What can you do of your own ability to move on the opposite direction? Make a list of those things and start doing them for 90 days and see where your life is at. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Namaste.